Hello, this is Kroll Sentry. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Red Faction Guerrilla. We've had a bit of an interesting little thing with the recording, at least on my half. So I'm going to go ahead and get going. I don't believe there's anything new here, but we're just, by opening it, it refills your inventory. Make sure you got everything up to par here. So, I've recorded 2 videos. The second video, for some reason, started causing a whole lot of trouble
Don't believe what
with
they tell you
lag.
on the
So,
newscast.
and yeah, I don't believe what they say in the newscast is accurate. And basically what's ended up happening... Reconstructor, huh? Yes, we'll want that. Sorry, you
Hope
can
this
use that to
helps.
repair bridges and stuff you destroyed and so forth. So I thought I already had that, but it doesn't look like it. It's going to be a little bit hard for me to figure out what's actually been done and not done because, quite frankly, what happened is that the second recording failed because I hadn't saved after the first recording. I kind of lost both because I couldn't get a good spot to go back to. It was both or none. Whoops. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get some work done. I have no idea how much I've actually done. I think I'm going to head to the right here. And just down this road a little ways should be a Demolitions Master. It looks like it's not been completed because it didn't count what I did. Grumping aside, hey, you know, stuff happens, live and learn, all that stuff. Oh, by the way, cutscenes are low volume, and I don't know why, because there's nothing that should do that unless it's tied to music volume, which I had to turn down to be able to hear things correctly.
To do this job right, pay attention to your surroundings and use what's in front of you. Oh, and make sure you're out of the blast radius.
Anyways, so I can't actually change that, unfortunately. Not with my current recording programs and whatnot. So hopefully in time that'll be fixed, but for the time being, it is still a problem. Alright, so basically at this one you're going to want to grab as quickly as you can these various canisters. You can shoot them on the way out, which is one of the things I do. Don't worry too much about it, but you do need to rush fast. I believe you've got 55 seconds, if I remember correctly, to actually get these all done. And as a result, you're going to have something of a problem. I'm kind of taking the hit as far as the explosions go in hopes that I will get this done very quickly. I think I have an idea for next time if I don't make it. Yeah, there we go. Critical. And I believe it is done in time. Let's find out in a moment here. It always shows the rest of the building collapsing before it moves on. Alright, goal is 3 minutes, pro is 1 minute. Alright, not 50 seconds, 1 minute. And I got it in 43 seconds, so I got the bonus. You get twice as much if you get the bonus as well. Alright, 2 guerrilla actions complete. Ore additive. You can actually, you know, start swinging and smashing up ore right away. But the reason I wait for the ore additive is because even though it's really not a whole heck of a lot, it's 6... okay, so each time you break one of these ore deposits that I'll show you in a minute, you get 2 of these little red crystals drop. The red crystals, in turn, are... oh boy. You get a small pile up, and I'm in yellow alert because I cut off a EDF defense vehicle. And may have taken off their bumper. Anyways. But instead of getting 5 for each of those 2 crystals for a total of 10 per ore deposit,
Try
you
not to
get
break any of my
6
stuff.
each for a total of 12 per ore deposit. So I'm going to go ahead and go to here. Let's get our ore additive.
Drones won't stand a chance.
And that'll allow me to do that. I'm going to go ahead and grab a whole bunch of these various ore deposits. I believe there is one down here, so I'm going to go ahead and do this one first. Yep, right over here. I usually end up standing pretty close to these things and smashing with a sledgehammer. Yes, I know how to work the land. I am trying... there we... oh, darn it. I had him for a split second. I pick those things up so fast I usually end up not even seeing the red crystals. You can tell you've picked them up because you get the +5, +6, or whatever for your salvage, and that usually +6 if you've got the ore deposit, definitely be. Yeah, people's morale isn't up yet, so they're still talking negative. Anyways, so all this being said, the ore deposits are a good source, and you can also get an achievement for if you manage to actually get them all, or at least I think something like 250 of them or something ridiculous like that. Well, it's not that ridiculous, honestly. It's just, it feels like a lot until you've played through the game and realize just how many of these you come across. On your mini-map, I'm going to back away so you can see on the lower left mini-map, there's a little pink glowy thing there, sort of pink and purple, whatever. That's your ore symbol. I tend to break these apart. You did see... Oh. Alright, we have a guerrilla action. So I'm going to go ahead and press G to set that up as my target location. I'm going to grab the nearest vehicle so I can get there quickly. Excuse me. So all of this being said, the ore deposits are useful and just one of those extra things to give you a good supply of ore, and one of the reasons why I'm not too terribly concerned. So I'm going to have to pass up some more of them, as well as I hadn't finished the job over there, but it is what it is. I'm going to go ahead, cut through here, and there's a Red Rock Trading Post. Here we go, right in here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the area where they begin the fight. Let's go ahead and get out. I believe we've already been able to show at least one of these, but in case I haven't, remember just upper right shows that there's 8 EDF, 11 Red Faction soldiers, and basically you're trying to take down the EDF. Oop. Come on. There we go. Dang it. They're hiding. I guess they don't want to take me on, and I don't say I think I can blame them. I mean, we're talking about a guy who is very talented, actually. Yes, I know I can use cover, but somebody didn't want me to use cover. Anyways, there's also, in this particular one, going to be some that come around back, and I always have a little bit of trouble with this. You know what? Who needs a fence? Now I can get to them. Speaking of which, since I'm this close, I love doing that. And, oh, you're hiding behind a fence? What fence? You ain't got a fence anymore. Ooh, it? Oh, come on. They have names that we don't ever hear. And they're people, right? Alright, I'm going to go ahead at this point and take out that vehicle. On the easiest setting, 2 of these explosives will suffice, but that being said, even if it is on a higher setting, you can just test around and figure out how many of your explosives are needed to blow up a vehicle, and thereby you can determine essentially what exactly is needed. Alright, so... come on. I see they've got to be over there somewhere. Okay, I shot him. I don't think I killed him. Yeah, got this guy over there, though. Alright, and... okay, no. You are not playing this game. That was deadly close. I didn't really see those explosives there. Alright, so since the EDF got wiped out of this area as a result of this mission, I am pretty much clear to go ahead and do stupid stuff like shoot up this tank here. Which, by the way, on the minimap, if you had noticed, it is red and glowy, which means it is a low priority target, but it is a target nonetheless for the EDF. You don't get a whole lot of points. It was -1 for each one of these. But it does give me, nonetheless, some salvage, and it's part of a... if you really want to be a completionist, you might consider whether or not you want to go for those as well. If you complete an area all the way through, all the targets, like low priority, medium priority, so forth, no longer are worth anything at all as far as points. In fact, I don't think they even show up as red. I'm not sure about that. Anyways, you can also use explosives. Just don't try to melee them. I may have done this on accident a time or two. But seriously, if you can do better than me, please do so. Don't melee them. Meleeing high explosive barrels is bad. But anyways, normally this would have ticked off the nearby EDF soldiers. It's just that the EDF soldiers are, well, deceased. You know, kind of one of those things. Alright, I always have to make sure I keep these videos relatively short, and I'm going to try to remember to save after each video, and thankfully, since I'm on the the system I am with this game, I have as many saves as I really feel like, so I'm going to use that to make sure that everything's uploaded properly with each video so I can minimize loss of videos. Yeah, we had another one of those ore deposits I was getting there. Alright, I'm going to see if I can clean up the area we were in. Okay, so... Oh, by the way... Oh,
appreciate what we've been doing to the place. They're about to attack the Parker dorms.
darn it. Guess I gotta move. Right ahead of me, that is a big sign that's got propaganda on it. You can just take out the base, and presto. And by standing there underneath it, even though I did take some damage to the vehicle picked up the salvage as soon as it dropped. That's why I stood there instead of trying to drive off right away. You can also use things like your sledgehammer explosives or something. That's just something I do. Alright, so we're obviously being dragged into another fight, like right off the bat. And because of the timing of the videos, this will probably be the last major thing we do in this particular video. But it should be fun nonetheless. And so if we haven't done this, it's possible I didn't get to show you this before, but I don't really recall. Because, again, I lost the videos. Alright, usually there's... Okay, so there's a gun up here, but usually the Red Faction take control of it so quickly that you can't use it. Regardless, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. There will be some soldiers coming through here, I just remembered from last time. That really was not fun. What can you do? Alright, remember you can shoot the guys in the gunner spot to keep them from wrecking havoc here. Okay, we got a good spot, so they're not getting a whole lot of cover from that area down there. Okay, you know what? Let's have some fun. Get that thing blowing up. Oh, right. This area is considered out of bounds for the mission if you go too far out. Anyways, and again, toss. Toss. I'm not sure if I got that close enough. Oh, it's on fire. I won, nonetheless. Alright. Do we have any survivors? I see them shooting at someone. He's dead. Right, I'm going to pull back a bit. And I think what I might do is see if I can get up here without getting in trouble. This will give me a better vantage point. Then I can shoot the guys that come running through there without too much trouble. So I've been having some trouble with that. Okay, take those guys out down there. See, yeah, alright. Who are they shooting? You can sometimes look at where your allies are shooting in order to be able to determine about that. EDF control has been reduced to 0, and we've only just begun. This happens a lot to me, honestly. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up... Oh, by the way, any vehicles he didn't destroy tend to disappear after them. They're all dead. It's just one of the things that happens. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here, but one last thing I just wanted to point out. If you've been watching much in the way of this, or you can pay attention to this for next time, you may notice that the EDF... Well, that's interesting. What's another sledgehammer like mine doing here? Intriguing. Sorry, distracted. Anyways, the guns, not the EDF, the guns all have bullets that you can see. Many games run this way. But here's the point. In real life, you will not see the bullets in mid-flight unless they're like tracer rounds. And I just find it weird that in so many games, like every bullet is a tracer round, basically. It's really bizarre to me. But it is what it is. Alright, we got a cool scene up here. Let's go ahead and go for this viewpoint here. Let's see if I can get it there. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cut this off for the moment, and I will see you next time.